Hello everyone, this is Kanyar. Welcome back to Skyrim. Skyrim VR mods. Alright, today I have a nice announcement for you, and that is the MageVR Immersive Lockpicking is finally official and you can download it on the Nexus. Okay, so for those that have not seen my previous pre-release video, immersive lockpicking, yes, it's a thing. We can now use our motion controllers and immersively pick locks close to a realistic way of doing that. And I will just demonstrate you very briefly what happens if you do. So you have to have your MageVR backpack out, and then you have the regular interface to interact with the door that is locked. You can just do that by clicking, and then you will have a pick and a lock. And as soon as you use them, you pick the lock. And what you can also see now is that this actually counts as a crime that is ongoing. So if I start to do that now, he will get annoyed. Right? You can hear the tumblers here, the lock. So there are a bunch of different pins that I have to move upwards. And he does not get annoyed. I'm surprised. Dude, don't you see me? I tried this earlier, and he, yeah, right, here we are. And he totally did that. Okay, yes, I am the Jarl's Thane, so you can suck it.
Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. We'll look the other way this time.
Good.
Even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
Yeah. Okay, I cannot show it this door again. So I will just walk and find another door, but in the meantime I can explain to you a few things, and that is, in a realistic lock you have a few pins that you have to move upwards, that you have to push, and that's precisely what your key does. And this is exactly what the MageVR lockpicking now does too. So it's a little bit simplified. You don't have a tension wrench that you would normally use to hold the tension in the lock and so on. So it is easier to do than in real life, but it's a game after all. Yeah, and you have to push a few pins up, and you have to remember the order of the pins. This order is going to be changed whenever you load a save game. So that means... Is there a door maybe? So that means you cannot abuse it by just learning the combination by heart and then reloading. So that's what you cannot do. So what? Yeah, again, what you have is the backpack and the lockpicking. Okay, I had a feeling that there is a guard coming. Yeah, so and then you have to push the pin up, and you hear, and you both hear and feel that there's a feedback, and it's either positive, that means that the pin is now set, or negative, that means that your pick took damage, and you can hear and it rumbles more, and you can hear it. So let me just do that. So that was the negative feedback, the squeaky sound. That was not much rumbling and not much sound, so continue to push. And that was the pin is set. So now you have to figure out the next pin. It's not ordered in a particular order, so now you have to figure out the next pin, which is maybe this one. Yes. Now the third. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. So that was a novice lock. Novice locks have 3 pins, and then every difficulty level more has 1 pin in addition. So so that means the expert locks have 7 pins. That's a bunch of things that you have to keep in mind, and the lockpicks break if you push against the wrong lock, against the wrong pin. So so that's how this all works. And don't worry, you do get the experience points also for breaking pins, and as you could see, you also get the crime statistics if you want, if you do it and get caught. Adapt, that's 4 pins.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
You have
Right.
committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
It's not that easy anymore,
Say in
right?
your defense,
Yeah.
Then suffer the Emperor's wrath.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna load that. Okay. I don't. I think I showed you everything. It's very important that you actually have to really practice this. So find yourself a spot where there are no guards, and practice a little bit, and find out how it works. And then it's really fun. It makes lockpicking totally fun and not super annoying as it was before. Of course, as long as you're in a dungeon, the guards don't care because they are not existent. So that's the best place to practice, probably. And in addition to that, let me quickly check. There are some more things. Right, there are 3 more things that you probably want to know. And the first is the size of the backpack and the size of the lock are now automatically calibrated. So when you install the mod, there is a foam mod installer which allows you to have different sizes, and it's now recommended to use the base size. The others are there just for if you want them, but the base size does calibrate with your VR scale and your actual size in game. And the second is
Did you hear
that
I thought I heard howling.
no, I didn't. Is that the holsters in the shoulder, the range is a little bit increased, and that makes MageVR a totally viable arrow quiver mod. I use Simple Realistic Archery because when Simple Realistic Archery was created, back then MageVR had a little bit difficult to grab holster, and now that that is fixed, I think it's totally viable to just use MageVR as a holster. Simple Realistic Archery has some more functionality, but if you're just interested in the holster functionality, you can just use MageVR now. And the last point is that dropping the backpack will destroy it, and you can get it back from the MCM. And in case your the backpack, like this one, is transported to another person's inventory, it's instantly transported back to you. That makes MageVR compatible with a few death overhaul mods, so that when you die, your inventory gets shifted towards the person that killed you, and so on, these kind of things. That Gingas VR is using in her upcoming Webberjack installer, so everyone is trying to make things compatible and so on. Yeah, so that was that. I hope I didn't forget anything. And yeah, you go ahead, download this mod, link is in the description, and have fun. Please report back how fun it is to now pick locks. I personally think it's really, really great. It's a fantastic addition. The current state is released, but it's not final, right? So remember that all these things can change in the future and so on. don't worry, maybe at some point we will have stationary locks instead of just having it here, and so on. So there are things that can be improved and so on, but this is already a really cool playable version. Alright. So that was it for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give a thumbs up to the video, and yeah, see you in the next video.
Those spells under control, okay?
Yeah. Bye.